Monica, and today I'm going to be doing another conspiracy theory video. This is my second installment of my series, and it is called the Conspiracy Theory Thursday series. So if you have any suggestions, then just comment down below. But today I'm going to be doing the conspiracy theories touching on the topic of the Bermuda Triangle. If you're not familiar with the Bermuda Triangle, basically what it is the triangle in the ocean where a lot of disappearance happens. And this triangle in the ocean is basically so sketchy to the point that whenever people are flying kind of over it, they go the longest way around it just so that they can avoid it. In a centuries amount of time, there has been 50 ships that have went missing and 20 planes that have been missing. There's been over 1,000 disappearances in the last 500 years. There has been so many disappearances that it's actually insane. And I have some theories for why these planes and ships go missing. So the first theory that I'm going to be touching on is the methane gas theory. Around the Bermuda Triangle, there has been known to have large amounts of methane gas on the surface floor, and it's trapped in the sediments, and what that does is the methane hydrates. And if this gas ever finds a way out of the floor bottom, it starts to rise and it goes to the surface. And if it ever finds its way out, it rises through the water and it reduces the water density, which obviously isn't good because whenever water is densified, I guess you would say, then things can start sinking. And this theory kind of makes sense because if this occurred, then that's probably why ships sink, because the water density level is decreased. Also, such gas can rise even more and it can cause explosions, hence why planes could also fall out of the sky and go into the triangle. So this would saturate the atmosphere and planes would crash. This next theory, honestly, I hate to use such a harsh word, but I kind of believe that it's stupid because it's not really practical, but I thought that I would add this one in here because it is kind of interesting. But this theory is basically that the Bermuda Triangle is a station for UFOs. Basically, to aliens, the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to go from their dimension to our dimension. And the reason for these disappearances is whenever they fly or sail over the Bermuda Triangle, that's basically a station for aliens to capture humans and to take them back and do whatever they want to them. Again, I don't believe that theory because personally I don't really believe in aliens, but it contradicts my beliefs, so I don't believe it. So the next theory I also believe is interesting. It is the Atlantis theory. Basically, if you don't know, there was a city called Atlantis and it sunk and nobody's really seen it though. And Atlantis once resided with the Bermuda Triangle, and supposedly there was mystical crystals that powered Atlantis. Apparently it's still resting on the seabed and it's transmitting waves, and the waves of energy are so harsh and huge that it can actually destroy ships. So I don't really believe this one because that still doesn't talk about how planes would crash, so I kind of don't believe this one, but I just thought that it was interesting, so I wanted to share it. This theory, I guess, would be paranormal. Basically, how African slaves would get to America is they would come on ships. And sometimes, I guess, if they weren't really worthy enough, then their owners would throw them off board of their ship. And the way that this theory works is, I guess, that they were thrown in the Bermuda Triangle. In this theory, it doesn't really touch on the plane crashes or the ship crashes or anything like that. I'm guessing if it's something paranormal, then it doesn't really need an explanation. I guess that the planes would just drop out of the sky and the ships would sink. I don't really know about that theory. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I do believe in paranormal stuff, but this one just kind of isn't that practical. But there is a book called Healing the Haunted by Kenneth McCall, and it talks about this. So I guess if you're really interested in this theory, then you can read the book. I don't know. But legend has it, I guess, that if you were to go over the Bermuda Triangle, you could still hear the sounds of the African slaves mourning, I guess. So this last theory has to do with time travel. This one, again, is far-fetched, but I'm adding it. So I guess how the planes and the ships went missing is that the Bermuda Triangle is also where collisions of space-time continuum can occur. Found themselves in the same location but at a different time. And the ones that disappear, they couldn't really re-enter this time. They couldn't discover the rip again, and they could never find their way back to present time, and that's why they went missing. And I kind of said that this one was far-fetched, but honestly, it kind of makes sense. Because in a way, I do believe believe time travel. I don't know where I stand on it, honestly. But anyways, that is all the conspiracy theories for the Bermuda Triangle. Like, subscribe, comment which one I should do next. Exposing the world's secret one video at a time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.